Boom! We're
Let's
live.
go. Let's
Mr.
go.
Carlos. It's good to have you, brother. How are you doing?
Same, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. Yeah. Life is good.
You on your multiple cup of coffee like myself as
No,
well?
it's actually my first one. Yeah, I used to do the same exact thing. Wake up, grab some coffee. After kids, it's you wake up and get to the kids. And then if you can, you get your coffee.
100%, man. I'm sure I'll be
Yeah.
able to relate to that one day. I'm gonna have to hit you up and be like, dude, you were absolutely correct. Coffee second. But man, I'm excited to have you here, dude. It's always good to have these
Thanks, man.
conversations.
Good to be here, man.
Yeah, man, you're a guy that's been so bought into the community and everything. So it's really fun to have these conversations with a guy like yourself that's completely just bought into the process here. And I tell guys that are like yourself have gone about it the right way. So I'm excited to chat with you. I know everybody's excited to hear from you too, man.
I
And
love it. I love it.
first question I like to ask out of the gate so everybody knows what frame you're speaking through is tell everybody just about your physical transformation so far and what's undergone for you in your journey here.
Um, it's it's completely changed my life. Before I joined the program, I was on high cholesterol medicine. Um, kids could be blunt. My own daughter was telling my belly was big.
It's common, bro. It's common. It happens.
Yeah. And I just, I felt like I just my lifestyle in general wasn't what I wanted it to be. Um, a lot of late nights gaming, a lot of late mornings, not being able to wake up and get to stuff that I wanted to do. So the focus not only has helped me out with you know, getting in shape, which I still think I have a long road to go, but it's changed my life in general, how I look at it, how I process things, and how I'm trying to run things, from within. Yeah.
No, that's amazing, man. And I'm curious as well, like how much weight are you specifically down? I know you mentioned coming off
So
cholesterol
So I think my first weigh-in was 233, but I
Mhm.
was actually a lot heavier. Well, I was actually not a lot heavier. I was like 237
Mhm.
a week prior to that. I had started trying to lose weight, eating better, so I lost like 5 pounds that initial week before I joined the program. So when I joined, I was 233. I'm down to 219 now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you
Yeah.
still got
No,
time to go, man. You're still early too. That's what's fun about this. And that's what
no, and like I said, it's a process. I talk to my trainer all the time, to Alex, and we go back and forth. Like the scale is not, you get sometimes get into that, but I'm just letting it roll right now. I'm having a good time working out. I'm seeing my body transform, so I'm trying to pay no mind to the scale.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. And again, you still have so much time. And I think the biggest thing that's happened for you is the results outside just the number on the scale. Because obviously that's the tangible result that everybody's after. And obviously we harp on that a ton. But ultimately we realize how this bleeds into your actual overall health. And there's metrics beyond just number on the scale that impact people. And to have you on here and be able to speak on that part of results that you get here is awesome. And
Yeah, I'm no longer on high cholesterol medicine. My all my all my tests have come back within the normal range. Um, in December when I had my physical examination, and my doctor told me I have to go on high cholesterol medicine. I'm like, is this for like a month? He said, no. He's like, no, it's for the rest of your life. So I'm like, okay. So that kind of shook me up, and I was looking for the right, I would say, program to join, and you guys just popped out of the page.
there we go.
Yeah. So I decided, I'm happy I took the leap. Yeah.
Mhm. That's awesome, man. And
Yeah.
I'd love for you to walk everybody through the process as well. What specifically were you struggling with and looking to change before you got here?
Yeah. I would say the main thing that I was struggling with were my energy levels. I couldn't get out of bed. I could not get out of bed. I've always, back in my younger days, I was a morning person, early riser, 5 a.m. out of bed, up doing stuff. And then after COVID, um, my life just went. I just stopped working out. I stopped working out. I stopped, caring about the way I look, and now I'm up at 4 a.m. ready to hit the gym by 5.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm in bed no later than 10 because I gotta wake up at 4. So and things are good. Yeah.
Mhm. And how did we help you with that specifically?
Um. So I think once you join the program and you join the community, I think the community is a big part of what you guys do, and seeing other guys going through the same thing, through the same struggle, and and pushing each other to do better, and I think that helped me out a lot. Yeah,
It's funny you mentioned that because Austin, when I was talking to him last week on his client spotlight interview, he was saying the same thing, right? Having that community of people behind you and being able to see other people doing
hundred percent,
that
man,
same thing
100%.
is
It's
huge.
huge, yes, yes.
Huge.
And it's funny because it's not a person you're seeing every day or anything like that, but we're so connected with the daily calls.
Mhm.
Um, and the channels, I think it's, yeah,
Man, we were
even
talking.
though we're not seeing each other face to face, which, by the way, the retreat, man, I can't make it, but hopefully I'll make the next one. I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys for sure. But you still feel that together, there's that band of brothers, type of stuff. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
and we were
It
talking.
feels like teamwork. Yeah,
Yeah, it is 100%, right? And it's
yeah.
something we were chatting about in Nashville for the retreat too, was just because it's through a screen doesn't mean you can't develop the relationship. And I think a lot of people misperceive a virtual setting like this. They're like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not that real. And I'm like, this is pretty real, man.
It's pretty
Like,
real, man. It's another person at the other end of the screen,
it's pretty real.
and I've chatted with a few guys. I've sent a few message out, and they reply, and it's always, it's always the camaraderie. It's great. You know what I mean? Like, it's, we're all here after the same goal. You know what I mean? So yeah.
100%. It's something we've been so intentional about as well. Like specifically the wins channel. The wins channel is there so you guys can see other people doing the same thing you're doing and continually build belief in yourself that you are absolutely capable of doing this. And you are a guy that's taking advantage of that wins channel. You're a guy that's taking advantage of all the calls. And you're obviously reaping the benefits of having that group of people around you going through this process with you. So I'm super excited for you because again, you're still so early in the process, still early in the journey.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah, and it hasn't just helped me personally. I think I've mentioned multiple times. I have a twin brother, and we've worked out together. Like, since I started the program, I'm like, let's hit the gym, bro. Like, it's time. You know what I mean? Like, look at your belly, look at my belly. We're 44, but we're not old. You know what I mean? And we're starting to look that way. I was like, we're gonna change things. And he was down right away, and he's down. He's down a considerable amount of weight.
That's amazing.
And so is my family too. My wife. Even though she hasn't worked out, but just on the food alone, she's down 10 pounds herself. So it's it's been a good change. It's not always easy, but it's been good. Yeah.
Hey man, any level of change is going to require some discomfort, and you've embraced it, and you've obviously reaped the rewards. And you're talking a lot about how it's just impacted the people around you, and I'd love for you to expand on that a little bit more because obviously you're talking about your brother, you're talking about your wife, you're talking about your family. How have they been impacted by the changes that you've made?
Oh man, everyone's working out. Everyone's hitting the gym. My brother, his wife, my younger brother's hitting the gym with us every now and then. We're just more health conscious, all around. Food wise, still, a work in progress.
That's always a
but
work in
but
progress.
hey, we're working out. We're getting out. We're hitting the gym. We're trying to get to walks, family walks. Last Saturday I hit the gym with my whole family, my wife and my kids. It's so it was a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like, they have a daycare at the gym for kids. They call it kids gym or something like that. And my wife and I were able to work out. The kids were having fun. They're like, oh, when we're gonna go back? When we're gonna go back? So it's been great, man. Yeah.
And this sounds like something for you that is going to have lasting impact because now it's having an impact on the people around you. It's literally changing your environment around you. So how do you see it playing out for the rest of your life with everything that you've learned here?
Yeah, no, it's I like I said, it's still a work in progress, but it's slowly changing my default actions,
Mhm.
and for the better. And I think once I fully embrace the whole concept, it's gonna leave permanent change in my life. I'm still working on that. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, because one of the things that we obviously don't tiptoe around is the entire purpose of this company and our mission and the things that we teach you here is for you guys to be able to get to a point where you can go off and you can do it forever without us. It's one of our big
Yeah.
promises is you'll never have to hire anybody again. It's one of our big promises. And that is the pure intention we have. And to see somebody like yourself that's still so early in the process and in the program with us, seeing it bleed into your relationships and your environment
Oh
only
man, it's
solidifies
crazy.
me. Yeah, man, it
It's
only
crazy.
solidifies to
It's
me the
yeah,
purpose. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it's insane. I had no idea that was gonna happen. You know what I mean? And it happened naturally. You know, people around you see you, you know, trying to improve yourself, trying to get better, and they want to do the same thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's awesome, man. And I think what I like to hear from you is if there's somebody listening to this that resonates with your story and the things that you're talking about here, can you tell them why they should take action and make a change in their life?
Yeah, for sure, man. I think um first of all, it's not just a fitness program. It's a life change program. This guy's you know, when I say these guys, I mean you guys. I don't want it to sound like a promo, but
Yeah,
you guys
right.
you guys have not just you know, put together a fitness program. You guys have put together certainly a life changing program where we're not only talking about fitness, we're talking about general life, you know, family life, you know, everyday things. And I think that's what resonated with me mostly. That it wasn't just, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do push-ups, you got to do exercise. You know, it's just the whole thing. You know, like hey, and each and every one of us, you know, we go through struggles, and we hear it right from one person or another. We know it's real. You know what I mean? Um, and to have the support from the community who's going through the same thing you're going and understands you, it's you know, it's amazing. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's good to hear it come out of your mouth too, because I think the realization we've come to in recent years is that it really is a self-development group once you get to the inside. The gateway is the fitness and losing the weight and changing your default actions in a health capacity, but it just bleeds over everywhere else. So
Absolutely.
we've been hyper
Absolutely.
intentional about once you guys get in here, it's like, surprise, we're going to work on everything. So I'd
Yeah.
love to be.
Yeah. I was so surprised about that. And just from the first moment I joined the Slack channel, I was just scrolling up, like, wow, like this is not just a, you know, a fitness program. This is a lot more. And yeah, I was gladly surprised, and so was my wife too, you know, because I show her things, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, hey, look what this is going on. She's like, oh my God, like that's amazing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
she's like, are you guys developing the full Queens plan?
Oh, absolutely. We got to get that set up, man. We got to get that set up, man. We got to find somebody.
Yeah.
Man, you're like the 10th person to ask that. So it's one of those things. It's like that's on the docket. It has to happen at some point. So
Oh, but you
yeah,
guys
man.
have to do it. Yeah, you guys have to do it. She works out with me, and the same training program that I've gone through. She we have a house basement, a home basement in I'm sorry, a home gym in our basement, and I've been, you know, running her through the same exercises. Hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, you know, she's in it. Yeah.
Totally, man. Totally, man. Well, Carlos, I appreciate you being here, brother. It's always a pleasure having conversations with you. You're such a positive, happy guy. So
Thanks,
it's
man.
always a good time, man. It's always a good time to see you on any sort of call. A call like this in a one-on-one setting or a call in the group. You always come in and bring up the energy in the room. So I appreciate you being here, man. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, brother.
Hey, man, you too, man. I appreciate you, man. Take
See you,
care.
brother.
All right, man.